What is Quirks mode? Well, it's a bit of internet history. It's also not a problem if you're making your web pages the right way. So that's a good place to start. Let's make a web page the wrong way. Here I'm using Visual Studio Code and I'm creating a new file. I'm also going to change the language to HTML. This is the generic Hello World test, which is common in programming, but this is something of an HTML version. What's uncommon with this test is that I'm simply adding one word: hi. There's no code, there's no structure, absolutely nothing. Will this work as an HTML page? Well, using the Live Preview extension, we can see that the word hi does display in the web browser. See? It's so easy to make web pages. Not so fast. Because after uploading the file to my web server and then testing it with Lighthouse, the results are far from good. You can access Lighthouse from the developer tools in a Chromium-based web browser, or from the Page Speed Insights tool on the web.dev website. And after running the test, many errors were revealed. Specifically, related to the topic of this video, it says, page lacks the HTML doc type, thus triggering Quirks mode. And it also says, document must contain a doc type. So, let's fix that. Visual Studio Code supports Emmet Abbreviation. To create the start of a basic web page, a single exclamation point at the top will show the autocomplete options. Using 3 exclamation points shows the missing piece. It's the doc type preamble. That's not me being patriotic, thinking about the United States Constitution. It's literally the word used on the MDN website. Using that specific arrangement of characters is how to declare an HTML document. And as the website says, its job is to prevent Quirks mode. Testing the newer version of this web page shows a much better Lighthouse score. If you're wondering, how was I supposed to know that? You wouldn't. It's just one of those things to know if you want to make a website. That's why I wrote a book. Also, you can use JavaScript to check the compatibility mode of a web page. By using the document.compatMode property, the returned value should show what's going on. If the value is back compat, that's Quirks mode. If the value is CSS1 compat, that's not Quirks mode. And as CSS1 shows, this issue goes way back. The documentation mentions Internet Explorer 5. That's not even this century. IE5 was released back in 1999. And Netscape Navigator 4 is from 1997. The early days of web browsers were rough compared to now. So believe it or not, this is actually an improvement for web development. You just need to remember to have those squiggly characters at the top of your HTML document. So to review, what is Quirks mode? Basically, it's not something that you want, unless you're developing for, I don't even know what. Are you making an authentic movie about 1990s alternative rock bands? Because besides something like that, it just turned it off.